This is not meth.
Okay, and we're back to my third favourite Souls game. Elden Ring time, boys. No, this isn't just a For Honor channel, no matter how much you'd freaking like it to be. Elden Ring is truly one of the games of all time. It has perfected the Souls formula. Blah, 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 nobody cares. Elden Ring introduced spirit summons, a fun and immersive mechanic that if you even think about using, you should be branded as an apostate by the basement-dwelling troglodytes of the fandom, who dictate how you are allowed to play the game. Sucks to be you. Some of these summons are so good you can go make a jam sandwich while they kill the boss for you. Some are nicely balanced and they give you a hand, but they don't carry you. And some are completely useless beyond belief. So broken, only a madman would consider using them. One such summon is the giant rats. So overlooked that you would be forgiven for thinking that it didn't exist. Rats are an enemy that have terrorized Soulsborne players across multiple games. 1 isn't a threat, 2 is mild annoyance, 3 and up, and they'll stun lock you to death if you're not careful. So, in theory, these rodents, these bringers of pestilence, these foul vermin, they should be able to conquer the bosses of Elden Ring. Just stay with me here, okay? All the good challenge runs have been done already, alright? So, today we shall find out, can you beat Elden Ring with the rat summon? No, you fucking can't. Stop the video there. I'm not doing it. Don't need to do a dramatic build-up up to Malekith, only to act surprised that he carved the rats into Swiss cheese faster than I'd two-pump chump your mother by the bins outside of Greg's, okay? So, I shall be bending the meaning of beating Elden Ring. Why? Because I fucking can. The goal for this run is to defeat at least one shard bearer. Anything else is extra. The only rule is that I'm not allowed to deal direct damage, only through the rat summons. This is effectively a pacifist run on hard mode.
Stop this mindless violence!
So, I made my character look like a freak, obviously. Picked Prophet as my starter class again. Why, you ask? Because I was going to need to do some medic roleplay to keep them alive. Ugh. Next, I ran to the Grace, spoke to Melina, got Torrent, ran on over to the church to speak to Rani to get the bells so that I could summon the rats, then spent the next hour creating. Yeah, you get the point, right? Flasks, medallion, summons. You get the picture, you played the game. Shut up. Right, so with the boys in hand, my plan was to go to Stormvale, and this is because Godric is the easiest shard bearer to beat at the beginning of the game. Fuck's sake, I'll get past Margit, haven't I? But things were going to be different this time. My plan was to summon the rats, and then...
Foolish ambitions to rest.
Yeah, the rats are about as useful as a chocolate teapot. What they have in spirit, they lack in battle prowess. Spirit. See what I did there? I only have myself to blame, okay? This was a stupid fucking idea for a challenge run.
It's official, old buddy. Well, has been.
I was gonna have to sort my shit out or this wasn't going to work. I was going to have to speak to everyone's favourite Brummy. Wee man. Normally, it isn't possible to upgrade spirit summons yet. You have to go into Stormvale and get the bloody snot rag for Rodrika, for her then to move to the round table hold this early. However, you can Heisenberg your way around this by skipping straight to Liurnia. Around the cliffs, this effectively bypasses the first phase of her quest. And boy am I glad, because otherwise this would not be possible without upgrading the rats. I was able to get enough glovewort to get them to +5. I needed some runes too, so I spent the next half an hour convincing the Knights Cavalry to take a little tumble off the cliff. Now's a good time to talk about the boys. They aren't like your ordinary spirits. For a start, they cost 0 mana to summon. They also cost 0 runes to upgrade. When you summon them as well, they just spawn in like a random part of the arena. Lastly, as you upgrade them, the pack size increases up to a max of 5. To my knowledge, there's no other summon that behaves like this. So yeah, there you go, there's some useful fucking rat trivia for all you rat enthusiasts out there. I summoned the pack who had a new member, this is Peter, and they began to swarm. Like a plague conductor, I kept them alive, restoring their health with my incantations, and we got our asses kicked again. But I had another trick up my sleeve. The frenzied village to pick up Shabriri's woe. Whoa, Shrews, whoa, dude, whoa. This little talisman makes enemies more likely to hold their aggro on you. So I was keeping my expectations very low at this point. But then the rats managed to pin Margit into a corner, and I could hear his screams of agony as the rats gnawed through his flesh. He was unable to escape, and they mauled him to death just like that, without even coming close to losing a single rat. I was very surprised by this, to be honest. I didn't expect it to work. I don't think Shabriri's woe actually did anything to help, but hey. Next on my shit list was Godric. I bolted through Stormvale. I had to take the main gate because I couldn't fight the knight to get the key for the door. That was fun. Right, I made my way to Pickle Godric's arena.
I'm Pickle Godric! Boom! Big reveal. I'm a pickle. What do you think about that? I turned myself into a pickle.
Godric's range and reach meant he was just absolutely wrecking the squad. The rats also spawned in this really awkward spot behind some gravestones, subtle foreshadowing, which meant I had to try and aggro them to Godric at the start of each fight. Things were starting to look a little bit bleak. It was looking like the run was going to be a failure, except... Okay, so my plan was to get some quick rooms from the Boulder Farm. Making my way back to Altus, Brother Corin moves here early in the same way that if you bypass Rodriguez's questline. Once he's moved, you can buy the Great Heal from him. Next, I went for a quick trip to the mountain to get the Golden Vow and some Glove Wort to get to +7. This was my last hope. The upgrades and buff from the spell had to be enough to defeat Godric. This was a long old battle, this was. I was really feeling the jump up from Margit here. I died myself a couple of times trying to heal the rats due to his immense reach. Things were going well until Peter was down. The other three rallied, inspired by their brother's sacrifice. And like that, they defeated the monstrosity and saved Limgrave from its tyrannical ruler. That's it. Run over, Shard Bearer down. You're lucky we even got this far, but you want more. You want more, do you? Now, the rats were pretty good at taking down humanoid enemies. They were able to stun lock them repeatedly, and I was actually feeling pretty confident after the bout at Stormvale. So I decided to try my luck at Hogwarts. And holy shit, I don't think it's possible. I spent like 10 minutes in Renata's first phase, and this is how much health the rats stripped. I was actually screaming. And I wasn't able to upgrade them anymore without getting to the mountaintop of giants. So I decided to try my luck at the capital, and this did not go well. The tree sentinel is just an absolute juggernaut, an exterminator of epic proportions, and after multiple failed attempts, I decided to call it a day. I had achieved what I set out to do,